Welcome to Mumbai, 47. One of the most densely populated cities in the world, home to more than 12 million people. If you wanted to disappear and hide from the world, this vast city is perfect. The maze-like sprawling slums offer secret paths and surprises around every corner. The elusive Maelstrom knows the city like the back of his own hand. Locating him will be a considerable challenge. A place to start could be the slums where his former gang, the Crows, has recently risen from the ashes. Dawood Rangan will be easy to find in his half-finished tower, wrapping up his new film called Mumbai Hero. While Vanya Shah has ensconced herself in the overgrown remains of an old train yard. Your 3 targets call this labyrinthine part of the city home, so choose your approach carefully.
Salesman or something.
47. This is one of the Mumbai Chawls. My records show a few residential complaints about a new tenant in the building. Something related to strange behavior. Yeah, might be worth looking into.
Never make the shop.
Well. It appears we have a rival assassin in Mumbai, and he's training his sights on Dawood Rangan. By the looks of it, I'd say we're dealing with a local operator, known as the Kashmirian.
Tripod, cameras and things like that.
Karan Dar, aka the Kashmirian, was born in the US, but fled to his mother's native land, India, 20 years ago, following an FBI investigation into a string of serial killings in Texas. He adopted a new identity here, and now works as a gun for hire for local mobsters. But who would want Rangan dead?
I'm still in one piece.
Let me go catch this asshole, and I'll get back to you guys after.
When are you gonna be done mixing those colors? I mean, how long can it take to smudge out a few blues and reds?
I'm creating art here. 70% of the work is finding the right colors. Color mixing is an entire art form on its own. It takes time.
Yeah, well, get a move on. Mr. Rangan wants you to go and get him as soon as you're done mixing your fancy colors there. You got it?
Fine. If I don't finish it, Rangan will kill me. If I do, the artistic community will be dead to me. What fate is worse? Wait, what? Is that? That wasn't there before, was it? It looks perfect. Guess there's no more excuses left.
Mr. Hussain, go on upstairs and wait for Mr. Rangan. I'm sure he'll be there shortly. It's me. Just to let you know that the house artist is ready to continue painting.
Please, someone find Gregory Arthur for me so we can get this photo shoot over. Rangan's waiting.
Hussein! Finally ready, are you? Good, good. Come with me to the lounge.
Of course, Mr. Rangan. After you.
Beautiful. Magnificent use of colors and form. Kya baat hai. If the new piece catches my forceful nature like this, I will have nothing short of a masterpiece on my hands. I'll be the envy of everyone.
Yes, I'll certainly do my best.
All right. Chalo, let's get this done with. I expect these to be the final brushstrokes, Mr. Hussain. I'm a busy man here. You know, this painting is sure to bring you a lot of future work. Once the word gets out and my art-appreciating friends see it, your phone will be ringing off the hook. Guaranteed.
It's very kind of you, Mr. Rangan. I certainly won't say no to more work.
See, that's the reason I told you I wouldn't pay you for the commission. Dekho, Baba, I'm not stingy, not at all. But if I'm already paying you so much in exposure, well, let's not overdo it, you know?
Yes, I understand perfectly. I mean, sure, money would be nice too. You know, to cover things like food and rent.
Trust me, Hussain, exposure can be worth more than just money, yaar. In this case, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Just wait. When you're done with this job, the contracts will just be rolling in.
That sounds wonderful.
That shot came from the Chawls. It looks like the Kashmirian finally got a clear line of fire. Dawood Rangan is dead, and not even by your hand, 47. What will you think of next?
Somebody help me.
Hold up, 47. The Kashmirian is on the move. He's heading for another flat inside the Chawls. This might be worth investigating. If nothing else, we may get a lead on who his client is.
No sign of any pup. What's going on?
Command, area is clear.
Please advise, over.
Ooh, quite the dresser. I like it.
What do you mean? My mother always said I had a great singing voice.
47. It appears the Kashmirian is using this room as a base of operations. Let's see what he's up to in here. So, the Kashmirian is scoping out a bridge in an area primarily used as a laundry business. Interesting. It recently changed ownership and now belongs to Vanya Shah. It looks like he's found a new target and is waiting for her to get on the bridge. Perhaps your mentoring days aren't entirely over yet.
Where is she? She was supposed
I don't see how this could possibly go wrong. So many people have...
That suit may get you into some fancy places, but not here, but you gotta be.
Alright, so I need to understand a few things here. Nobody keeps track of time in any way?
The old Foreman didn't really care so much about time. It was all about getting things done.
So how did he track that? I can't see any of his old files here.
I don't know where they might be.
All right. How about the workload? How do you guys keep track of how many orders you go through in a day?
The old foreman did all that. I think he kept most of it in his head, actually. That was one of the things Miss Shah didn't really like. That and the fact that he would give us breaks.
She doesn't like giving breaks?
Hates it.
I see. Thank you. I don't know where the papers are. If I could just find them, it would make my life a lot easier. But the old foreman, he hid them somewhere. If I knew why, I wouldn't have to look for them, would I? I just want to make sure I understand everything. If I show up for the bridge meeting with Miss Shah and I'm not prepared, well, let's just say I don't want that to happen. All right, I'll speak to you later.
I don't think we'll have more luck with this new foreman. Miss Shah wants to meet him up here for a talk, but he hasn't even left his office yet.
Vanya? It's me. I'm still at the office. Look, I know I said that this job would change our lives, but I think I may have miscalculated. No, I'm all right, but my boss, well, it's the slum queen, Vanya Shah. I can't do that. We need the money. Maybe this is a good thing, you know? If I do well here, maybe we can get her to root more power over to the house. Maybe even enough to let Kiara use the computer for her studies. I know it's dangerous, but what am I gonna do? I can't run away now. I need to compile a report on what I want to do to make this place better. And then we meet with her later on. I just wanted to call you to let you know that I'm gonna come home late. All right. I'll call you later, okay? Okay, so I know he kept logs. Shah will expect me to know them by heart. How did I end up in a situation like this? I need to gather a lot of information for my report to Miss Shah. Tell me, why are there people guarding the entrances? If we open up the empty booths to the public, we can make so much more money.
You would have to ask Miss Shah. Before she took over, people could come here, pay a few rupees and use the place for their own laundry. Now they just use the river instead.
So I guess that means we need to hire more people in here to fill up the booths.
Miss Shah doesn't really want to spend more money here, I think. She comes here once in a while, yelling at us from the bridge, threatening us with pay cuts. Not that it matters much.
But why is that? I mean, she is a scary person.
It's just that most of us are here because we owe her money in the first place. She helps me by providing water and power to my house, and my brother and I work here in return.
Huh. Interesting business strategy. Hey, it's your brother. Listen, I'm in a bit of a tight situation here. I got the job at Mumbai Laundry, but the boss is, well, strict. Much worse than that. But don't worry about it, okay? Look, I'm just calling to ask if you can check in on Anya and her sister. I don't think I'll be able to get out of here until late, and I want to make sure they're alright. Great. Thanks. Who the boss is? Vanya Shah. No, I can't move out of Mumbai, you fool. I just need to be smart about everything. Look, I have to go, check on the girls, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Are? These weren't here a moment ago. Huh. These are the old foreman's reports. Interesting approach. Acha, this settles it. I can finally talk to Shah now. Ah, that's a load off my back. Ready for my meeting with Miss Shah.
Good. She's been waiting all day for this. The foreman's ready to meet up with Miss Shah on the bridge. We're heading there now. Follow me to the bridge.
Charles, get a move on. You're not on a break.
Do you know what we should do with the veggies from Mrs. Patel? I don't want to make a mistake.
I have no idea. The new foreman hasn't let anyone in. I asked the guards if I could talk to him, but they said no.
How are we supposed to know what we do next?
I have no idea. Just go through whatever files are closest to you, I guess.
ठीक है. I understand.
Aja, it's just through here. Miss Shah will be along soon. Better get your shit together if you don't want to end up like the old foreman. Samjha?
So that's the new guy, huh? How long is he going to last?
I already did that. He said the foreman hadn't given permission. So फिर I asked if I could talk to the foreman.
The new foreman finally graces us with his presence.
Not a good thing.
What do you have to
tell me about it?
Well, Miss Shah, I see a lot of irregularities in paperwork. I think I could do something there.
Boring answer. I want to know how you intend to make these lazy dogs work harder.
Well, you see, the old foreman, he gave them breaks and pauses for lunch and things like that. I suppose I could put a stop to all of that.
Now that's more like it. A little hard work never killed anyone, did it? Certainly never did me any harm.
Of course, Miss Shah. I will work hard. I also have some other ideas.
Never mind those. I want to see more money coming out of these people's efforts. Once that is done, we will talk about further ideas.
That's it. Yes, Miss Shah.
You think I don't see you down there, little ant? Scurrying about at your own pace, taking unnecessary breaks, drinking my water, wasting my money. You have had it easy up until now. But your new foreman will bring some order to this rebellious behavior. The days of slacking are over. You hear me?
My lord,
That is Vanya Shah taking care of 47. Are you planning on outsourcing all your work to the Kashmirian from now on? The Kashmirian is on the move again. It's paid off to follow him so far. Maybe he will lead us to the
Get up,
Maelstrom.
you idiot. You look freaking ridiculous.
You don't know me, but your boss will want to talk to me. By now, he should have found out about the unfortunate fates of Rangan and Shah. I am the one responsible. Mad? No. On the contrary, I consider it a successful job interview. Just tell me when to go. Ah, yes, of course. I'll be there in no time.
Your fault. Men are like this. They are fake. When he realizes he's made more
It's me. It is imperative you notify me as soon as Sargar's barbershop is open again.
Have a nice day.
एक आदमी के साथ किया काम, लेकिन वो अमेरिका से आया था, कमेडियन है, बहुत अच्छा कमेडियन।
This is it. The crow's nest. Do or die, Karen. Live up to the legend, or die trying. It's Karen. I made it. I'm outside the hideout now. Both are taken care of. The money should have been wired to the account already. Spend it as you want, I'm sure. It wasn't about the money. If I'm right about this, about who their boss is, I'll never have to worry about the money again. Well, in a way, the rejection set me free. Big fish lie in wait. I'm sure of it. Wish me luck.
Delving straight into the heart of darkness, 47. Good luck.
The powder's in his... And all we do is grab it and toss it in one of the furnaces in the middle.
Brother, this is the third time you asked me this question. What's wrong with you? Nothing's wrong with you, eh? I just want to make sure I don't mess up when the boss
Excellent. The man from Kashmir enters the lion's den. I guess you know who I am by now.
But I wasn't entirely sure until now. You're Wazir Kale, the Maelstrom.
You killed two of my most trusted allies. Childhood friends, lifelong companions. And now you're here.
I accepted a contract from Miss Shah. She wanted Mr. Rangan out of the picture. But I decided to play them both, so I offered him a counter deal. Initially, I just wanted to secure the upfront fee from Rangan. But then I started hearing the rumors about the return of the Maelstrom.
And so you took a chance. You figured if Rangan was assassinated, I would put two and two together. Eventually, I would have to teach the Slum Queen a lesson. You took it upon yourself to help me out before I asked. A show of skill. A move to get to the top. Tell me, is that right?
Yes. Did it work?
Dawood and Vanya lost their way once they returned here to Mumbai. I blame myself for their failures. I should not have let them go back without me. They got lost in their egotistical pursuits. Dawood thinking he could usurp my legend through his movies. Vanya assuming some mythological regency over the people of the slums. They forgot that which mattered the most.
What was that?
Legacy. In time, you become your actions. Vanya became cruel. Dawood became a hollow man. I am here to atone for my past. I now know that I can only solve problems through violence, and there will be much to solve in the future. I could use a man with your skills. Will you join the cause?
I will, Maelstrom.
Very well. You are now one of us. You can walk around freely in the crow's nest. We will need to talk again, but not now.
Thank you.
The infamous Maelstrom is dead. Very well done, 47. Mission completed. Time to find an exit.
I love a good song, too. Give me a good song and I'll go back and watch that movie again and again.